Hey guys, it's my very first video I've ever done. I really don't care if you hit like or subscribe or any of that stuff. I just wanted to give you guys what worked for me when it came to beating the historic domination all-stars. Those last three teams were a real bugger for me. I'm sure a lot of you have watched other videos on here where you see the cheese and you see the come out to the 3-point line, jump, and uh, get them to take a shot. Well, in those last three games against the East All-Stars, West All-Stars, and then the all-time All-Stars, for me that never worked very well. I always found that they would hit every single shot. Now this isn't the lineup that I used here, but I can tell you what I did. I did have JoJo White at point guard. I did have Fat Lever at the 2. I only received the Ron Artest after I beat the All-Stars, but who I had in there was Spencer Haywood. I did run with Bob Love at the 4, and I did go with Shaq at the 5. I'm just going to go in and show you what I did with my settings. That's what seemed to work a lot for me. When we go in there, I'll dive deep into the defensive settings that worked for me and what I did offensively to beat these guys. As you know, I mean, they make shots all over the place. It's kind of frustrating. The only guy who can't really, and he definitely puts up points, that's for sure. Come on. Yeah, I basically what happened is I was doing this all-time dominate, pardon me, historic domination for a long time. I had to give it about a 3-week break because I was just getting so frustrated. And then I decided, okay, the cheese doesn't work. I'm gonna try something that'll work for me, and it did. And we're loading. Okay, so here were the keys for me. Defensive settings. On ball pressure, I went to smother. Off ball, I went to tight. I did about a half of deny ball, mostly just to try and keep it out of Jordan's hands, and it didn't work. They're almost too aggressive. Your guys are almost too aggressive. So what worked for me there was tight. On ball screen, all that stuff I left, all of it. Then I went down to drive help and screen help, and I went help and no rotation. It works really well. They're going to get their baskets. If you get beat one-on-one, you'll have that help man behind you, which is great. He will probably dish it off to a big, but I would honestly sooner have a big take those shots down low than any of the guys that are trying to drive, because they make it just about every time, and it gets so frustrating. I didn't extend pressure, but what I did every time they inbound the ball, I would have the guy who I control, which would always be my point guard, so my starter's JoJo White. I would have him come and pressure the handler coming up court. What else did I do on here? Okay, well, we'll just run this for a bit, and I'll show you what other settings I went to.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. We've got Toronto facing the home team.
Come on. Okay, so they win the tip, not a big deal. First thing I do is I play them straight up. Rebounds, always crash the glass. That way you're going to get a lot of VC, or pardon me, VC, MT that way. Oop. Alright. So now on offense, here's what you do. I always put it on crash defensive boards. And I always push a pace. That's the only two settings I do differently on offense. A guy like Artest is nice to drive, but so was also Jerome Kersey. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to be fancy at all on this. Play aggressive basketball and you should be okay. I didn't have to replay any of the games. I don't know where the hell that was, but anyway. Okay, we're back on this. Rebounds should have been crash the glass. I'm just leaving this for now. Crash the glass, aggressive, physical defense, and
And Toronto has possession.
Play them straight up. And basically that's how I did it. And I wish you guys the best of luck. I won't show you too much offense because you guys can do your own thing on offense. As long as you're aggressive, you're going to get your things. 1 point on defense. When you are playing defense against these guys, ensure that when you contest the shots, you don't just mash the I guess triangle button on PS4. Do the vertical contest because you're going to be able to get the contest, but you won't foul them as much. Ah, so you beat me there. That's all right. Anyway, that's it, guys. Hope you like it. Hope it works for you.